Hey guys, Karavan here. Today we just got a new note for the event, the 10-year event, and I know everyone seems really happy about it. Everyone is talking about how this should have been the event that we got. We get a shit ton of scrolls and everything, but the problem is um, the problem in this game isn't fixed yet, and it makes me a bit sad that all the outrage we got from Reddit was from not getting enough scrolls or not getting a free LD5 for the last event. While this game for the past year or two has been really a mess. It's been a huge mess. And I feel like we need to talk about that way more than just not getting that gambling edition from random scrolls that are gonna shove down our throat or something. Because like so far we got this right. That event, I got nothing from it. I have a friend that got 2 LD5s from it. Even though they give us a bunch of stuff, as long as it's not confirmed, this is useless. This is not a thing to be like. Sure, you can be happy about it, but where's the outrage when we need to fix problems, like actual problems in the game? Like, this is not gonna fix anything. Most of like the big majority of players are still not gonna get LD5s from this. And like I feel like this event is like a huge fluff. Like it's a huge I feel like this event is kind of like a response to just like shut down the mass Reddit posts and everything. And they must have received like a ton of emails from the support line and everything, which must have been annoying for them. I'm pretty sure this wasn't planned, and they just like added it on top just to say, okay, you got what you wanted, you got more scrolls, now shut up. But like, you look at the meta right now. And I know my rank is terrible. Like, don't get me wrong, but I was G1 like 2 days ago, and horrendous stuff happened. But I play this comp, right? The A gang tricks Tomoe comp. I just got my tricks, so I'm still getting used to it, but I still managed to climb G1 with it. But just this comp specifically, which is a fun comp to play. It's really fun to play. Like they got we got destroyed by so many new characters or balanced patches. It's insane. Like it's insane. I don't know if it's their main goal. If it's their main goal to kill so many cleave comps as possible. But like the only cleave comps that works nowadays feels like if you have Wunsa Gianna shit. I, just this year, we got this one that's coming. We got this one that is also a counter. We got Dark Hacker. I know it's from the main family, but this one is a huge problem. It's almost always a force ban. The only way to counter him would be this, because you get a strip Oblivion. But it's still a hit or miss. So you still have to ban it, because if you don't Oblivion turn 1, you're screwed. Your team doesn't do anything. You also have like this has been a problem for a long time, but like you can still like manage it, you know? It's not that much of a problem. There's also this one that a lot of people say you cannot play this because Same exists. Same is not a problem. The actual problem that recently popped up was from the last balance patch. This unit right here. This unit has killed my commentary. It has killed it. There every time I face this unit, if I don't ban it, I lose. Since they got the buff here that increases the attack bar, it has been the biggest pain in the A to fight that unit. There's nothing. The only thing I found that I can do, which is still bad because her passive, the chance of allies receiving a critical hit is reduced by 15%, right? But the only way I found to counter her is a Sonya built like just fast enough to outspeed most stuff on the speed lead. Because most of the time when you face this, it's gonna be like no speed lead, right? So I made her high attack and damage on light. But the thing is, you still have a 15% chance to lose turn one. And also, 90% of the time she gets banned. So every time I face this, I have to ban it. And then they have like either Ragdoll, which is still a huge problem in the meta in like most comps, if not all. This unit still a huge problem. But you know what I noticed yesterday on stream? Because I stream, right? I was talking with my viewers, and the fact that most of the units I just talked about are BS. Like you have Gianna, Julian, still BS, right? But the fact that when people talk about really brain dead unit, like really OP units, this one is barely in the conversation anymore. And this is still a massive problem in RTA. This is still an insane unit for RTA. And people barely talk about her anymore because you have still more broken than this. Like it truly baffles me. There's so like the meta is so boring right now. Every streamers I watch is bored playing this bruiser meta. No one enjoys it. I haven't met a single player enjoying this. And Come to Us doesn't seem to care at all because the only thing that people complain about is when they don't get enough scrolls. Like where was that huge outrage a couple of months ago when the last balance patch that supposedly nerfed Julian and also did a low nerf on Gianna? Where was the outrage? This was one of the worst balance patches of this year. They made us believe they actually gave us a nerf that we wanted, and it was still nothing. Julian was absolutely nothing. It was a buff at 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 a certain extent because now you can actually stun Kinky, which Kinky was a huge counter for Julian. And Gianna, she still spammed like crazy. Like maybe a bit less, sure. But still, you still see her so much. And RTA is not even like the only problem. You still have this content. Wargame Battle, no one enjoys it. No one enjoys doing it. Because there's no season, there's no prizes for being on the top. It's completely useless for most people. We only do it for rewards. Siege, the map is horrendous, and the content is still 2v1 based like crazy. We can also talk about PvE. PvE, there's also a bunch of problems in PvE. You go in this. I don't even know how long it's been since we've been waiting for this. There's also this dungeon that is also a pain to farm. It's such a pain. This dungeon, Come to Us still don't care about it. They still don't care that the animations are 10 minutes long. And then there's also where's the content? Here. This content, man. There's this stage that is still barely possible. I tried this for 2 days straight. 2 days straight. I was about to say a lot. A couple of people managed to make it with the team. I was like, fair, I'll try. I tried for 2 days straight. I did like 6 hour streams for the 2 days that I tried. 6 hours straight doing that shit, spamming over and again. It never worked. It never worked. There's also a couple of stages from here, if I'm not wrong, or maybe some elementals that are way harder because of the balance matches, but they don't edit that stuff because they don't play their game. They truly don't care. Like just the recent the buff from Wind Monkey King, which is also a problematic unit, if you want my opinion. But when you fight a Wind Monkey here, it's not the same game anymore. You get stripped and stunned. Like, and they won't ever care because no one will talk about this because no one does it because no one cares about it because it's a bad content. The rewards aren't good enough. I did it because I like the challenge, but a lot of people just don't care about challenge. They just care about like climbing stuff. But I care. I care about this content and the rewards. It's free stuff, so why not? But it's like every patches they release, it's becoming more and more impossible to do. Like so many stages are low key almost impossible to do, and they won't ever care because no one talks about it. So that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to vent because everyone's happy about this, but I'm not because that doesn't fix any problems from this game. The only thing that it brings is more frustration if you don't get anything, and another stronger player if he pulls a Gianna or something. But yeah, I'm just sad that um like I've been playing this game for almost 10 years. Like I started almost a year after the game dropped. So I have enjoyed this game for more than 9 years and I also spent money, right? Gladly I stopped doing that because what I'm seeing is that um so far we're in the 10-year anniversary, right? So we're getting a lot of stuff. We're getting a really great year for like events and stuff. But the thing is, once it's over, all the outrage is gonna come back because the regular events are gonna come back where you get one LD scroll per month or like a Devilmon per month. And I feel like the game is low-key gonna die after the 10 year. It's really sad because the high players are gonna keep complaining, but the lower players are just gonna complain about not getting anything. About how being free to play is so hard. And I get it. Because since like the past 2 years, it feels like they keep buffing insane LD units. And it creates a huge gap for the competitive uh, section of the game. And yeah, I'm just sad because the outrage is not at the right place. The outrage should be in the balance of the game. It's been a year that all the balance patches has been like 98% useless. Like we still face the same stuff in Siege, and the meta has been bruiser meta, boring meta for a year now, and no one enjoys it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See you on stream.